where we always put the spotlight on the latest updates and dive deep into the details and analysis of the latest updates. We're going to be putting the spotlight on the recent Israeli military attacks on Lebanon, the ongoing violations of a truce and the ongoing violations against humanitarian and international law. We're going to be speaking in this regard to Dr. Mohamed Ezaby, the International Relations Professor. Good evening to you, Dr. Mohamed.
Good evening to you.
Thank you for being with us on Nile TV International, sir. As you know, the Israeli military attacks escalated sharply in Lebanon, and the numbers are quite insane, killing more than 30 people in the south. In a single day, Lebanon's health ministry said heavy airstrikes in 11 different towns began since midnight and onto Friday. So what are your comments, especially that we're supposed to be in a ceasefire, and there is supposed to be a deal that is ongoing between Iran and the United States now, and that includes Lebanon, including the ceasefire?
Well, the recent escalation in southern Lebanon represents one of the most sensitive security developments in the Middle East, raising concerns about the possibility of a further regional confrontation, while both Israel and Lebanese armed groups have fought to avoid a full-scale war at various stages. The continued exchange of military actions demonstrates that the situation remains highly volatile and susceptible to rapid deterioration. Southern Lebanon has once again become a focal point of regional tension. Military operations, artillery exchanges, earlier strikes and security incidents along the border have underscored the fragile nature of the existing ceasefire arrangement. The latest development indicates that despite diplomatic efforts and international mediation, the security situation remains unstable. Each incident increases the risk of miscalculation, which could trigger a wider military confrontation extending beyond the Lebanese-Israeli border. The region is currently experiencing a period of heightened military alert, with all parties carefully monitoring developments while attempting to preserve deterrence without crossing the threshold into a full-scale conflict. From the Israeli perspective, security concerns remain centered on preventing any military build-up near its northern border.
Yes.
Israel's primary objectives include maintaining military deterrence, preventing cross-border attacks, limiting the capabilities of armed groups operating in southern of Lebanon, demonstrating military readiness to domestic and international audiences, avoiding a prolonged conflict that could strain military and economic resources. Israeli decision makers understand that a major war in Lebanon would carry significant costs, including economic disruption, damage of infrastructure, and potential regional repercussions.
Yes.
Consequently, Israeli strategy appears to focus on calibrated military response designed to send a deterrent message while avoiding uncontrolled escalation. Anyway, after the agreement between the United States and Iran, if Iran want to attack Israel, I think that the United States will let Israel face Iran alone and will not take a part in this war anytime again.
Dr. Mohamed, Israel's military struck more than 80 Hezbollah targets, and they killed dozens of members of the Iran-backed group. And in response, 4 Israeli soldiers were killed. So the following statements, the first statement from the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, he said that the army would stay in Lebanon as long as necessary and would make Hezbollah pay a heavy price for its attacks. On another hand, the far-right Israeli National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir, he went even farther in his statement and actually said that all of Lebanon must burn. So that does not indicate that the Israeli side is willing to adhere and oblige by the current ceasefire and agreement happening between the United States and Iran.
Well, up till now, Donald Trump and Iran didn't say anything about that the agreement includes Hezbollah, especially Donald Trump. But in any way, after the mediating efforts from Donald Trump to sign a ceasefire agreement between Lebanon and Israel, I think after this agreement was signed, I think that Donald Trump will force Benjamin Netanyahu to stop any kind of strike towards Lebanon. Donald Trump have a great power to force Netanyahu to do anything. Anytime the speech of Itamar Ben-Gvir and the speech of Benjamin Netanyahu say that we will not sign, it means that we will not sign any agreement before we destroy Hezbollah, before we destroy the military infrastructure of Hezbollah, and it means that the escalation will continue for the few next days. Also, if we talk about the Lebanon, the escalation comes at a particularly difficult moment. The country continues to face severe economic difficulties, political divisions, institutional challenges, ongoing financial pressures, infrastructure and reconstruction needs.
Yes.
A major military confrontation would place additional burdens on the Lebanese state and society. Many political actors within Lebanon remain concerned that any large-scale conflict could further destabilize the country and complicate effort aimed at the economic recovery. I think that we will see a lot of many efforts, especially from His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. As always, he tried to play a great mediating role to prevent any kind of escalation or a great escalation. And I think that a lot of efforts well done between His Excellency and Donald Trump and European leaders.
Yes.
Try to stop any kind of escalation, try to stop the strikes from Lebanon, from Israel towards Lebanon, although the speech of Itamar Ben-Gvir or Benjamin Netanyahu.
According to you, Dr. Mohamed, the Israeli side will not stop its bombardment against Lebanon until they completely destroy the Hezbollah group in Lebanon. On the other hand, the Hezbollah group is backed by Iran, who is part of the agreement or the party of the United States and Iran to stop the war. How is that going to happen? Is Hezbollah going to back off eventually, or is the Israeli side going to keep going until they completely destroy Hezbollah? Is actually Hezbollah going to be destroyed in terms of, is Iran going to stop backing it if it's in the deal, or is it not going to do that?
If we want to talk more frankly, Lubna, about this, what is the price will Iran take to let Hezbollah? It's now a deal. Iran signed an agreement with the United States.
Right.
They will search what's the price. Iran up till now earned many things in this agreement. So I think that Iranian political stage will not let this agreement to be cancelled again. So they can discuss what is the price we can take to let Hezbollah in front of Israel. Or the price will Donald Trump take from Iran to let Benjamin Netanyahu alone in front of Iran and Hezbollah. It's now a game of a political game. Who will win? It depends on the principle of win-win between Iran and the United States. What can I take to let Hezbollah, or what can you take to let Benjamin Netanyahu in front of it? That's what will appear in the next few hours and next few days.
Right.
If Hezbollah, if Iran take a great price from the United States, they will let Hezbollah. If Donald Trump take a great price from Iran, he will Benjamin Netanyahu to face Iran.
Right, Dr. Mohamed Ezaby, thank you very much for being with us on Nile TV International, and thank you for your insights on the latest updates happening in Lebanon and the recent Israeli military attacks that escalated sharply in Lebanon. You were watching Nile TV International, the special edition.